Okay, we are recording. Thank you so much for popping on to our Wednesday virtual health and wellness event. I am super excited to be here with you guys tonight. I'm super excited to introduce you to a company I love so much, the products that have transformed my life and thousands of others, an opportunity that I can't ever even put into words how profound it's been. But before I even get started, right, because I just really want to raise the vibration of this call, I want you guys to blow up the chat with the best thing that happened to you today, right? Like, I know we're always like, oh, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, but like, what is the best thing that has happened to you today? And I don't care if it's superficial, I don't care if it's incredible, I just want to know what was awesome. And I will start while you guys type, and then I'm going to share my screen. I had a facial today, and it was the first one in like 8 months, and I was like, I forgot how good this feels. Like the peach fuzz off, like the mask, it just kind of came out of there. I was like, so anyways, that was my highlight of my day. And the second part of it will probably be here and being on this call with all of you. So please do blow up the chat. I'm curious. I want to know, Ruth is talking about fresh zucchini. I'm wondering if you grew that, if someone gave that to you. I think that's awesome. Sherry's cleansing. She feels awesome. That's so good. So let me go ahead and share this. And hopefully you guys can tell me, are you looking at my PowerPoint? Denise or Laura, you guys got it? Okay, cool. So we're just going to dive right into this as you guys continue to share about what was the best part of your day today. And I would love to just tell you a teeny bit about my story. I often feel like, oh, people have heard it so many times. And then I will talk to people and they're like, I have no idea about your isogenic story. And so I want to take you back to what my life was like almost 7 years ago. So I started in September of 2013, and the decade before that, I ran around like a chicken with her head cut off, exchanging time for money in all these various jobs. So I'm highly educated. You don't have to be to build isogenics, but I am. I have 2 bachelors and 2 masters. I was very underpaid, and it was really unfulfilled, like when I look back. So I was like chasing this feeling of like wanting to help people, but I was so exhausted and so stressed out, I never really enjoyed it. So I went from like my private practice to I worked in a health food store to I taught classes, I ran boot camps. And if you look at my pictures, I actually was quite unhealthy. So here I was advocating for people like what to eat and how to work out. And I was the fluffy one. Like why people hired me for their trainer, I'm not entirely sure. Probably because I could out squat them. But I didn't feel good in my skin. And I'm like, I'm eating Whole30, I'm prepping my food, I'm working out like 20 hours a day. Like what's wrong with me? And I was over caffeinated and I was underslept and I was, highly stressed. My hormones were all out of whack. And for so many reasons, I needed isogenics, but I was like, no, thank you, right? I was like, I'm a board certified clinical nutritionist. I don't want any products that, don't come from a licensed practitioner. Like I got it all figured out, right? I sat through so many presentations. So if you guys are listening for the very first time, I will tell you I empathize with you. Like I sat through presentations around knives, around sex toys, around candles, around cooking, products that always was like, that's not really going to impact the world. That doesn't excite me. I don't want to call 20 of my friends to buy a lip gloss that they have no loyalty. So I was like not the type of person to ever say yes to network marketing. But because I had such a profound product experience, which I will explain to you in a little bit, and because I was so burnt out from exchanging time for money, I finally found a company that I aligned with. And so when I look at my life now, these are just pictures of like various trips we've been on, the way we're working out together. I've been traveling all over, and like one of the passions for me is like if I work closely with you, like I want to get to know your kids, I want to get to know your pets, I want to know the color of your carpet. Like that's how close that we really become, because this is a family. And even though with network marketing, you might go into business for yourself, you are not in this by yourself in any way. And we truly, truly lock arms. And so what started for me, back in 2013 was I wanted to pay off debt. I wanted to have Sundays off. Like I was working 7 days a week. I was literally working 80 to 100 hours a week. And I thought, what would it be like, to have a little bit of money in a savings account? What would it be like to say yes to all of the things I was currently saying no to? But over the last 7 years, it has been to create a retirement for my mom. I was able to be my dad's caregiver in the last few months of his life. I could not put a price on that if my life depended on it. The personal growth that happens in this industry allowed me to meet my now husband. And when I look at our team and I think about all the stories that we're collecting, there's such a bigger mission that we're on that it has nothing to do with me, not wanting to be a personal trainer and burnt out anymore, but like, how can we help others? How can we lock arms and really impact people physically and financially? So that being said, I just want to make sure that we always protect our company, okay? Like, even though I have an amazing story and I'm now a 7-figure income earner with Isogenics, like, this might not happen to every single person. It is based on a skill set. It is, based on work ethic. And I will tell you, like, I will outwork anyone. But if you want this and you're just as hungry for it, the opportunity is there. But maybe you just want to make $50 a week. Maybe you want to make $500 a week, like you decide. Everybody's weight loss transformations or product transformations are different. So just know we don't treat, we don't claim, we don't diagnose, and I will always protect our company. So I'd like to just kind of turn this on you guys for a minute. And like, honestly, if you could explore an additional stream of income, like, what would that do for your family and what are your options? I think more than ever right now, businesses have been hit so hard that people are open, right? They're open to saying, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, or I need something that can support my family. But what are your options, and what does that look like for your family? For most people, getting a second job or a third job, you are going to be exchanging time for money. And so even though you might be having more income, if you're not having more time and you're not having more freedom, is it really worth it? Because you don't even have the luxury to be able to do the things that you want. And what I have found, and for anyone with any bit of business acumen right now, the wellness space is the place to be. I mean, if you guys can't see that, that's a $4.2 trillion industry. Like, that's incredible. And so whether we're talking about CBD, we're talking about weight loss, we're talking about sports nutrition, we're talking about healthy aging, people want to feel good. And even before the current climate, this was trending. Like, I can only imagine what the numbers are going to be like in 2020, but there is a demand for people to look good, for them to feel good, and for them to really care about what's putting themselves into their body. And that's why I love this profession, because we are meeting people for a need that's already there. We're not giving them something additional. So I want to just talk to you about these two different business models, because often people are like, oh my gosh, is it network marketing or is it MLM? Like, I want nothing to do with that. And I'm like, okay, why? Because I was one of those people. And I can talk about this because I was the biggest skeptic, but really what I was is uneducated. So let's take you back to this solo business, right? And that was me. Well, first of all, you have to come up with your own products and your own marketing, and you have to have things trademarked, and you have to be licensed, and you have to be insured, right? And then you need marketing skills, and you need business skills, and you need CPA skills, and all of these things. And it's you. It's like the one-person show trying to do the billing and the marketing and the sales and the coaching and the consulting. And there's nothing that is going to create freedom in this. A lot of it is stress. And I will tell you, when I opened up my nutrition practice, it cost me over $10,000. In the 5 years that I had it, and I was a top nutritionist in Denver, I had a 6-month waiting list. In the 5 years that I had my practice, I never profited. Okay, I never profited. That's how hard it is as a single solopreneur to make money. And for anyone who's on this call right now, that's a massage therapist, that's a personal trainer, like, I'm speaking to you, and not because I don't want you to be passionate about the things you're doing, but I want to bring awareness about how important leveraged income is. And so when we look at network marketing, like, a great product has been built for you as long as it's a valid company, which we'll show you. There's a lot of bad things out there. There's bad everything in every industry. There's bad hairstylists, good hairstylists. There's bad massage therapists, good massage therapists, right? Bad trainers, good trainers. So there are a bunch of BS companies out there. We are not one of them, right? So if you have a company you trust, and then look at the overhead, it is so low. It cost me $10,000 to open up my Fuel for Life practice. Isogenics was a few $100s. And it wasn't even additional. I literally reallocated what I was currently spending on groceries and supplements into a company I believed wholeheartedly in. The mentorship, the support, the teamwork that comes, we don't have to keep inventory on hand. Like, when I talk to people in other companies and their garage is full of toothpaste, I'm like, are you serious? And then you wait in line all day long, like, mailing that to people. Like, no, thank you. I would not do that. That is not freedom. That you're going to earn while you learn. You can come in this with no skill set and get paid from the very beginning, that you can truly work from anywhere, and that this is residual income, that we are going to plant the seeds now, and you're going to water it, and you're going to grow all this amazing stuff in your business garden, so that will pay you over and over and over for decades to come. And this is a legacy company. It's something you can will away for generations to come. And if I didn't already say it, the only startup cost is the food you're going to eat. That's it. You don't have to have business supplies. You don't have extra products for samples, none of that. And truly, when you understand unlimited earning potential, there isn't another industry out there that can provide that. You know, when I first heard that 85% of all women that make six figures or higher are in network marketing, I was like, get out of here, you know? And I was like, oh, I've got friends that make six figures. And I asked them, I'm like, can you just tell me what you make? And I asked like my top pharmaceutical sales rep, my cousin who's a physician's assistant, my sister who ran the mental health, you know, department at a hospital, none of them. None of them. And to think that my network right now is 6 and 7 figure income earners and they're all in network marketing, like it truly is, you get paid to the extent you grow your business, which is the extent that you help other people. So if you've ever seen a lot of people in Isagenix, they post about the brown box that changed their life. Like literally we all get the same brown box. It's full of nutrition. It is the only investment that you are ever going to have, and the compensation will grow to the extent that you help other people. So if you get a lot of brown boxes on a lot of doorsteps and a lot of transformations, you're gonna make a lot of money. And if you're super selfish about this and you don't tell people how you've lost 40 pounds and you sleep like a baby and you're more ripped than you are in your 20s, you're not gonna make any money. It is literally that simple. And I will just add in that you are supported by a team and a company with incredible high values. When I think about our core values, that we raise the bar on family and integrity and fun, like there is not a better company out there to partner with. Denise is like, woo, I love my little cheerleader over there. So when you understand leveraged income, and before I invite two people to tell you amazing stories, when you truly understand leverage income, let's just think, here's this burnout trainer, right? Working 12 hours a day, which I was working way more than that. But even at 12 hours a day, which is still way beyond overtime, 365 days a year, which I was doing, no days off, right? The maximum productivity that one person can create is 4,380 hours in a year. Okay, that is the max. That's working every single day, 12 hours a day. Now imagine if you were to grow a team, right, of a couple thousand people, which is actually quite possible in Isagenix. And even if just a small percentage of them started to build this business part-time, which is what our numbers are, 80 to 85% of people are just customers. So this small percentage, right, we have a few hundred people. Imagine if they all just worked 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day, they messaged a few people. 1 hour a day, they posted on social media. They invited people to a presentation like this. You would earn a portion of that 400 hours of daily productivity from all of the team members that you're developing. That is 146,000 hours each year of productivity. Like it is impossible to do this alone. And that's why I'm so excited about leveraged income. And when that really goes off and you understand that if you invest in people and it duplicates and it duplicates and it duplicates, that is where the time freedom comes from. That is where this becomes a legacy business. And I will tell you, I'm going to work Isagenix as long as I can, as old as I am, because I love it. And I truly feel like there's a calling on my heart to help people. But I can tell you now that if I stopped today, I would earn over 6 figures residually for a very long time. My mentor would earn 7 figures residually for a very long time because of the work we've already put in. That is truly what leverage income is about. But obviously I'm here because I love it and there's more people to serve. So the first gal that I get to introduce is my friend Mary Beery, and I am not going to tell any of her story because I want her to do it. But when I truly believe that like there's people out there in the universe or God or whatever you believe in will bring them to you, like we're Instagram buddies, you know, and she's just so special and I love her story. So I'm going to mute Mary and I would love for you to tell your story.
Okay, can you hear me? Thank you so much, Lauren. I'm so glad to be on here with you all. A little bit about how Lauren and I met. We met online. We found each other on a similar health and wellness platform, both super excited about health and wellness. And right away, I just fell in love with Lauren. She has a servant's heart, and I could just tell that she loves people. And for me, I am super passionate about health because I have had my own health journey for 9.5 years, and I just want to have just been wanting to live life and feel good. And so over that time, I've done paleo lifestyles. I've done keto type lifestyles. I've gotten into a ton of different health trainings and just reading books and just tons of different things just to try and feel good. And around the time that Lauren and I met, I was still struggling and my gut was still not balanced the way I wanted it to be. My energy levels are still not very good. And I just, my morning routines were just absurd. Like I'm making these smoothies and have like 10 different ingredients that I'm trying to throw in there just so that I can get through my day and have energy. And I remember thinking even before Lauren and I even met, this is just crazy. Is there anything out there that has everything already in it that I don't have to spend so much time and money thinking about every single thing that I'm putting in my mouth just so that I can feel good. And then God brought Lauren to me, and I was definitely, you know, I had questions in the beginning for sure. You know, I wanted to make sure that this was whole food based. I'm super passionate about, you know, what we're putting into our bodies, what we're putting on our bodies, all those things I really believe like affect our health and all those things. And I just was so excited to see that the shakes and the system and the cleanse are just so clean. And I loved that they work together. And I knew my body, I could just tell, I could feel my body needed a good cleanse again. And so that's why I was so excited about trying the products. And I've just been amazed at how much more energy I have, and my gut has improved, and so much of our health is right from the gut. So if my gut, I can tell, is improving, that's encouraging to me right there. And it just keeps getting better. And I am just excited that I can share this with my friends and family too, because before I had friends and family coming to me, asking me what I was doing. And even though my health was improving slowly and there were setbacks at times as well, but it was so complicated what I was doing. And I always struggled being able to share with others. And my heart has always wanted to share with others. But just, I felt overwhelmed and didn't know how to do it. I was overwhelmed. How could I want or expect others to do it too and make them overwhelmed as well? So I am just so excited about how simple this system is, and that anybody can get started on it right away. That's just what's so exciting to me, and that we can earn money while we're doing it. And Lauren is the best to be teamed up with for that.
You're so cute. I love your story. And I was just like typing in the chat, like who else was doing it the hard way? And it is true. When you find something that has these quality ingredients that is just simplified, it's so awesome. And it is, you guys, I mean, in just a couple weeks, Mary's already shared with a handful of people. She's made hundreds of dollars. And it's like, what? Is this even possible? And it's literally just because her heart is pure gold. So the other gal that I want to introduce is my sweet friend, Laurie. She's like the other big sister that I, you know, didn't have in addition to all my other ones. And my absolute, you know, business partner in crime here. But Laura, I would love for you to just kind of unmute and pop out and talk a little bit too about your story with Isagenix physically and financially.
I love the pictures you picked. Gosh, you know, I was thinking about what I wanted to share tonight with everyone, because there's a lot to the story, but I'll kind of cut to the chase. Very similar to Mary's story. I was struggling with my health in 2014, in the beginning of 2014. I was already eating super clean. I followed a Whole30 diet for the most part, for anyone who's familiar with it. Can you hear me okay? You can't hear me?
You kind of sound like a robot. You're really muffled.
All right.
Now I can hear you. That's like way better.
You can hear me now. I didn't do anything. I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm going to try again. Give me this if you can't hear me. Okay.
Right now you're good.
Okay, so 2013, 2014, I was struggling terribly. I was eating super clean. I was following a predominantly Whole30 diet. I was working out 5 days a week, and I felt horrible. I was puffy. I was bloated. I had brain fog. I was lethargic. I was tired all the time, and I just knew I should feel better. And I tried a variety of different things, and nothing was working. I was super disappointed. And I got introduced to Isagenix. I honestly thought that it was a nutraceutical that you could get through a licensed provider. I had no idea it was network marketing. I really didn't even know what network marketing was, to be honest. I knew what direct sales was, but I really had never heard the term network marketing. So I got started with Isagenix. No one told me about a business. No one told me how to eat for free. Nothing. I just put the products in my body, and day 8, I woke up and I was a changed woman. Like someone had flipped on a light switch, energy through the roof. I felt incredible. Like I had that pep in my step, and I was like, what the heck is in this stuff? And I eventually wound up losing 25 pounds and 38.5 inches over the course of a few months. But the energy and the mental clarity and all the inflammation that was in my body that I was just riddled with was gone. And I just started telling people. I mean, I couldn't keep that quiet. Like I just knew my sisters were struggling. I knew my best friends were struggling. And my husband had some issues going on. I'm like, you got to put this stuff in your body. And they all got started, and I got paid. And I was like, what the heck is going on? Why is Isagenix giving me money? And it was considerable, guys. Like, it wasn't like I got $50. I got close to $800 off of some referrals. And I paused because I had spent 20 something years in corporate America busting my hump for 3% raises, 5% raises. In the most recent period of time, it was like, hey, you're awesome and we love you, but we're cutting back positions, we're laying people off, and we're really happy you have a job right now. And I was missing my kids. I'm a mom of 2. I was working 2 other jobs that filled my cup, didn't pay me any money, but filled my cup. So I was stretched super thin and really, really missing my kids. So when I got that email about the almost $800, I called Lauren and I said, what the heck is this? And she sent me some information. And when I saw the compensation plan, my background's in HR, so I understood compensation plans and sales payment scales and things of that nature. I was like, this is for real. Like, this is really a thing. I didn't know that this existed, let alone at this extent. And here's what I want to say. And Lauren talked about this. If you're a person who's going to work hard, right? This isn't a get rich quick. If you're a hard worker and you put your heart and soul into things, this is the industry for you, because you will be directly compensated for the effort that you put in. If you just want to punch a clock and just get a paycheck, this is not your industry. It's not. But if you work hard and you want to serve people and help people, you will be richly, richly rewarded for your efforts in this industry. And I always say my efforts are tied directly, my income is tied directly to my efforts. And I love that. I think that's a beautiful thing, because the more people that I can now show this opportunity to, the more people I can help live a healthier lifestyle, the greater my income becomes, the more freedoms I have for my family. I mean, this opportunity has done so much for me in terms of sending my son to a private high school. Now it's taking care of his college. My daughter's getting ready to start college. And the part that's the most emotional for me is I was here for my kids at a time in their life when they needed it the most, right? I work from home. I design my schedule and my hours. And I was here for my kids in the years of their life that they needed their mother present the most. And to me, that's the most emotional part of what this gift has given. Not only do they have a vibrant, healthy mom they can hardly keep up with, but they had me here when they needed me the most. And so I just want to give you all kudos for being on here tonight, because in 2014, if someone had asked me to get on a call like this, I was so overworked and so exhausted, I would have said no, thank you. But I wasn't introduced to Isagenix this way. But I want to honor you all for being here and taking the time to be open-minded, to just listen. And that is just a huge thing. And I hope something lands on your heart tonight from what we're talking about. So Lauren, thank you for letting me share, and I'll be quiet and let you get going.
Thank you. You are awesome. So I would love for you guys, and if you feel like you want to type in the chat, you can. Obviously, we have a kind of small, intimate group right now. But like when you ask this question, like, what if you could? Because I remember when I first got asked this, I was like, no, like dreamer off. That stuff doesn't happen to me. I always do things the hard way. And suddenly it did. And suddenly when more things were happening, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I started to dream more, and I started to dream bigger. And I love to be able to ask these questions to people. But like, what if you could go into your closet and put on everything you own with ease, right? Like no skinny pants stuff, no fat girl clothes, like, oh, I'm going to get back into this someday. It's 10 years old. Like, what if you could just go in there and shop and it slip on with ease? Like, what if you didn't have to take a nap in the middle of the day because you felt so good? Like, what if you could pay off, like, whatever daunting bill comes every 30 days that pisses you off as soon as it comes in, right? Student loan debt, credit card bill. Like, what if you could just pay it off in full? What if you could pay for your kids' college tuition or private school tuition like Laura did with cash because of your side hustle, because of your network marketing business? Like, what if when COVID is done, you can go on the trip of your dreams? Like, what are those things? And what if you can make them happen? And what are your other options to make it happen? And that's what I really want you to think about, because for me, when I started to say, I don't have any other options, like I couldn't add in another job. I was already so overworked, right? And when I realized I have to do something different if I want it to be different, that's when I got vulnerable. And when I shared that with people, I am still blown away with the stories that people tell me. So let's just talk briefly about Isagenix. Like, who are we? We are a family company. I put pictures of me with the Cougars, not to be like, oh, I'm a badass, but like, this is the type of people they are, okay? So they are a family company. Jim and Kathy combined have 40 years of experience. She was the top earner in 3 different companies. All of the hardships that we've heard about with this industry, she went through. Her husband used to be a consultant in the industry, and they said, we're going to be the company that's known for doing it the right way. Their son, Eric, who's our chief visionary officer, he's incredible. He obviously is the legacy behind this company. Some of the photos, you know, at events, I had a spa day with Kathy Coover. I mean, I'm like, this is crazy. This woman's a multiple billionaire. She doesn't have to do this, but she wants to. But one that lands on my heart, the top picture of the team, it was a conference that was days after my dad had passed. And I was like, I can't go. And I was like, I have to go. This is my Isagenix family. And the Cougars stopped by to like give me a hug because they knew what had happened. Like, that's the company you're partnering with. And from the top down, I feel that it is so faith-filled. And our, you know, mission statement, or, you know, the way that we really kind of brand ourselves is not only to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, which is important, but the part that gets me is in the process, create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. I mean, that's so huge. There's so many things that the doors are closing, or you hear about all the, you know, garbage happening behind you know, closed doors, that really to be trusted and respected, like that is something I'm so proud to tell people that I'm with this company. So just a few awards because it's important, or, you know, kind of accolades about them. We were established in 2002, so we're over 18 years old. And I bring that up because most companies fail within the first 5 to 10 years. So we're not the new kid on the block, but as we'll say, we're just getting started. We are in many, many international markets in Asia and Europe, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Mexico. So not just who do you know, but who do they know in this opportunity that's global. The business awards that we have are countless. You know, we have over 75 world-class products. We've done over $7 billion in cumulative sales. We've paid out over $3 billion in commissions. I mean, our associates collectively incredible. Over 320 cumulative 7-figure income earners. Over 30 million in product and monetary donations has been given, and all of our products are backed by science. So when you think about like, oh, she says it's going to work, you don't have to question that. It literally is scientific-based, third-party review, double-blind studies, back research for our nutrition. So on a big picture overview, we have what we call no compromise products. This is stamped on every single brown box that shows up at your door. And what that means is we are responsibly and ethically sourcing these ingredients. It goes through rigorous testing. Again, there is the clinical research, and then 3 key terms that truly are now buzzwords in 2020, but we pioneered 2 decades ago, is adaptogenic herbs, intermittent fasting, and cleansing. So what's so confusing today in the health industry, I'm like, should I be keto? Should I be gluten-free? Should I be plant-based? Should I, you know, eat at this time of the day? It's so confusing. Isagenix really spearheaded adaptogenic herbs, which support our adrenals, which is our stress gland, intermittent fasting, which allows our body to burn fat and build muscle, and then of course to cleanse and detox. And so when everybody else is doing it, we're like, they're all just a bunch of the copycatters, right? And what we put in is just as important as what we leave out. So we use only grass-fed, you know, protein, unless it's our vegan protein. It's allergenic free. The entire company is gluten-free. We're low glycemic, nothing artificial, soy-free, vegan-friendly, kid-approved. You know, when you think about like you're pregnant or nursing, it's like, oh, you can't take that. We have products that are safe for pregnancy and nursing. That is a testament to the quality of the ingredients. So then it's like, well, who can I really help? There's so many companies out there that are one-hit wonders, and we have solutions for weight loss, performance, vitality and well-being, personal care and beauty, and of course, the financial opportunity. So I truly believe anybody on this earth with a heartbeat and a pulse can benefit from Isagenix one way or the other. So we go through our pillars. Now, remember I told you there's over 70 products. So these are our pillars. Our Cleanse for Life, which is like an herb and botanical detox. It supports what the body is naturally doing, right? This is like the cleaning supplies for your body to get all the toxins out, so you have an alkalized body, you increase growth hormone, and most of all have this like glow from the inside out. Our shakes, anybody who had a shake today, blow up the chat. What do you love about the shakes? But they're complete meal replacements. They're less than $3 a meal. They taste amazing. They're thick, they're creamy, they're portable, and our new whole blends, you guys, if you've not tried that, check it out. I mean, the ingredients are literally raw food, less than 1 gram of sugar. They're absolutely amazing. This is my favorite product, the Ionic Supreme. This is nature's answer to stress. So we nickname it the mommy's juice, the happy juice, the spouse juice. It can be great for a post-workout. It can be good for energy. It can be good for sleep. But when you think about how out of whack our bodies are because we live in fight or flight, like Ionics just makes it like, I don't even care that that person just cut me off and slammed on the brakes in front of me at a red light. You're like, I'm okay, right? Like Ionics just helps you roll with it. Then our complete vitamins and minerals. This is your nutritional insurance. Our food is so bankrupt today. And so when you think I need vitamin D and magnesium and zinc and fish oil and all of these things, it's just bundled together. One of the things Isagenix has done is simplified the wellness solution. So it's not overcomplicated. It is so simple. And then one of our patented products, our Isagenesis product B, that is the reverse aging nutrition. So when you look at people on Isagenix and they look younger, the longer they've been on it, much like Laura, that is because we're supporting the telomeres at the end of the DNA that literally is supporting the aging process. So these are the pillars. This is what you're going to use when you first join Isagenix. Maintenance looks different for everybody. You know, some people want bars over shakes. Some people, you know, want a powder over a liquid. Whatever it may be, maintenance looks different for everybody. But I will tell you, years that I trained for fitness stuff, right? Whether I was doing a triathlon, I was doing a half marathon, I was competing to be on stage, no matter if I was training for an event or a competition or not, fitness is a way of life for me. I have used Isagenix when I'm working on a transformation, and I've used Isagenix because it is a lifestyle for me. So just in the last 2 months, I was real dialed in because I was getting ready for my wedding, but I didn't like get married and like stop with Isagenix. This is a lifestyle. I truly care about the investment into my health. I care about the long-term benefits. This is something that will go into my body every single day, regardless if I ever made a penny again. So if you were to ask yourself, right, like if you don't find a way to make money to like when you sleep, that you are going to work until you die, like literally ask yourself those questions, because residual income is where it's at. Like when I think about what I can go do, like get a facial and literally get paid to be there. When I think about all of the years I exchanged time for money, okay? When I think about being my dad's caregiver, if I was going to miss a day's worth of work, I would have lost out on hundreds of dollars, right? All the group fitness classes I wasn't teaching, all the personal training clients, the bartending shift that night, I would have lost hundreds of dollars. And to think that for over a year, I could go up there and I would get paid to be there, that doesn't mean I don't work. I've already told you I have a crazy work ethic, but that is the power of residual income. It will pay you over and over and over and over again. And that's what I feel so strongly about, because even if right now you're in a great financial situation, nobody has a crystal ball. You don't know what's in the pipeline 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, who in your circle is going to need residual income. And that is why not only do we want to look amazing and feel amazing, but I truly believe in this business model. And I truly cannot emphasize enough that the more people you help, the more income you're going to make. And if you don't have a lot of income coming in, you are simply not helping enough people. So I just want to briefly show you the teeniest part of our compensation plan. To show you how to immediately get your products paid for. So Laura, I'm gonna ask you to please play guinea pig with me for a little bit, but hypothetically, Laura gets started on our value system, okay? She wants to join with the best pack we have. She wants the vitamins, she wants the healthy aging nutrition, she wants the greens, she wants the protein bars. She's like, I'm all in, right? I wanna look better, I wanna feel better, like give me the best pack you have. and for less than $20 a day. You guys, she's gonna replace over 78 meals for the next month. Literally, it's only costing her a few $100s to get started. And she's like, oh my gosh, I don't have to go to Starbucks in the morning. I can have a shake. I'm not getting sushi to go from Whole Foods. I can have a shake. She's reallocating her grocery budget into Isagenix. I say, but here's the best part. I'm going to show you how to get it for free, but I need you to come up with 2 accountability partners. You're going to have a better experience if you do this with people, because you're not going to cheat on others like you might cheat yourself. So who are 2 people right now that want to have a health transformation with you?
Definitely my best friend, Lisa.
Okay.
And definitely my sister, Dawn.
Okay. So Lisa and Dawn hop in with Laura. Now, as a result of Laura teaching them about Isagenix, right? We don't have retail, we don't have employees, we don't have marketing. For her to be like, hey, I'm gonna do this 30-day cleanse and I want you to get healthy with me, Isagenix is gonna give her a referral rebate. So for getting Lisa started on the same pack as Laura, she would earn $100. And for her getting Dawn started on the same pack, if she came in with the same system, also $100. So that is just for getting your accountability partners. Now it gets better. If you do 2 referrals in the same week, our commission week is Monday through Sunday. So if you guys are bringing on 2 accountability partners this week, today is only Wednesday. You've got till Sunday. The bonus is double. So instead of Laura getting $100 for Lisa, she would actually get $200. And instead of $100 for Dawn, she would also get $200. Plus, whenever you find your first 2 people, as long as it's within 30 days, there's an additional $100. So Laura is already at $500. That means her pack cost her $100. $100 for a month's supply of nutrition just for getting 2 people to do the same thing. Now, here's what's going to happen. Lisa and Dawn are going to be like, wait, what? How did you get your products paid for? Like, I know some other people that want to do this. And so Lisa tells a couple of her friends at work, and Dawn tells a couple of friends in her neighborhood. Because Laura is going to tell Lisa about this, because Laura is going to help Lisa post on social media, because Laura is going to help Lisa invite people onto this call or whatever it may be, Laura earns an additional $100 for developing Lisa, for helping Lisa find her 2 people. Similarly with Dawn, because Laura is the one that told her how to get her products paid for. Laura is the one that told Dawn how to post on social media, how to set up a 3-way call. Laura is getting paid to develop her team. So there's an additional $200. Plus, if you do that within 60 days, you have 2 months to find 2 people that find 2 other people that want to get healthy, you earn an additional $250. And that total, I'm all over the place, is $950, okay? I mean, it's literally just under $1,000 for helping 2 people find 2 people. And we do that over and over and over and over again. And I will tell you this, that our compensation plan has some of the most upfront, generous bonuses you can imagine. If anyone is interested in this, please reach out to us and we will share it with you, because there's literally tens, 20s, 30s, thousands of dollars in the first few months with our upfront bonuses and the leadership pools. But the residual income is what will change people's lives. And there are some people that need to make $50 extra a week. There are some people that need to make $5,000 extra a week. Whatever it is that you want, what you put into it, you will get out of it. But for anyone who has any experience in network marketing, I'm not going to go into this in depth, but I do encourage you to reach out to the person who invited you to this. One of the best things about Isagenix is we have a binary compensation plan. You build 2 teams. You get paid infinite levels and your volume never washes. So when you are experienced in this industry and you don't know what rollover volume is because it starts over every 30 days, you're not getting paid what your worth is. When you have stair-step breakaways, when you have unilaterals, when you have compression plans built in, I just want you to know that those are trigger words, that you are not getting paid what you truly deserve. And at Isagenix, we build 2 levels. You get paid the same percentage all the way down. We are not multi-level that way. It is infinite levels deep, and your volume never flushes as long as you're a happy customer. So for some of you, you're like, what is she talking about? It's okay. For some of you that are like, holy crap, I just hit the Willy Wonka of network marketing. Yes, you absolutely did. So I'm going to close with thanking Mary and Laura for being guest speakers on and sharing your stories. And I cannot encourage you enough to get back with whoever invited you to this. So whether it's real time or recorded time, the person that sent you this recording is because they care about you. They either care about your health, or they care about your wealth, or they want you to be a part of this community. And we're grateful for you listening, and we can't wait for you to join us. Have a great night, you guys. Thank you so much for being a part. Bye.
Thanks, Laura.
Thanks, Denise. Bye, guys. Love you.